6 foot, 170 pound junior. And running back, number 32, Saul Cobian. Number 6, Connor Schulenberger. At wide receiver, senior, number 79, Michael McCulley.
In a couple weeks, yeah.
Reception made. That the concession stand is. Back to receive, number 32, Saul Kobian, and number 40, Luis Orozco. Flag on the play. Ball carried by number 40. One ball. Also want to remind you the fifth quarter is immediately. Ball spotted on the 25-yard line. Ball carried by number 15, David Harris. Saul Kobian and number 40, Luis. It's intercepted by Lakeview. Fumble recovered by Lost. Ball carried. And if you could. Kick is good. Score Lost River 7.
They did.
Lakeview takes a knee at the end of the first half. Lost River 7, Lakeview 7.
We've had a great week, an exciting one that will be remembered for years, especially for our homecoming court, which I now have the pleasure of presenting to you. Next, we have Sierra Zendejas being escorted by Keegan Decker. Now we have Harley Dick escorted by Riley Schulenberger. The princess for the class of 2020, Rayana Blair, being escorted by the prince, Mason Harmon. Representing the class of 2019, we start with Kara Albertson, escorted by Nolan Peterson. Next, we have Olivia Hamrick, being escorted by Hunter Works. Now we have Brett Graham, escorted by Jerry Patsky. Lastly, we have the princess, Kaylee Krieger, being escorted by the prince, Miller Jasper. Representing the class of 2018, we start with Tara Stanton and Madison Stewart, being escorted by Alex Decker. Next, we have Alex Conley, being escorted by Dominic Maida. Now we have Jenny Harlan and Macy Hargis, escorted by Aaron Calvin. And lastly, we have the princess, Alex Robinson, being escorted by the prince, Parker Franklin. And now representing the class of 2017, we start with Kate Warner, escorted by Jose Salas and Eddie Ruiz. Next, we have Quinn Roseberry, being escorted by Trevor Randall and Derek Dunn. Now we have Julia Sear, escorted by Rennie Nider. And finally, the 2016 homecoming queen is Cameron Schneider, escorted by the king, Noah Stewart. Congratulations to all of you. Fans, at this time, I'd like to make a quick announcement. This past summer, one of the student athletes at Lost River, Connor Hartman, was injured in a tragic ATV accident on their farm. In honor of this, the Lakeview student body has donated $100 to Connor Hartman Fund and his family. We wish you the best.
Nice up on you. It's scary. Wait until the whole thing catches on fire.
Okay.
Angel pushed me in that one time last year.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it does. It does actually. It feels wonderful.
They can't. That's fire.
No, but what is it? Yeah,
Foul spot by number 23, Derek Dell. Lakeview touchdown. Kicking off for Lakeview, number 23, Derek Dell. To receive, number 32. Lakeview.
That's illegal! Hey! They all win on it. That's illegal! Guys, that's
At the end of the third quarter, Lakeview 14, Lost River 7.
Go, 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 go!
3rd down for Lakeview. Derek Dunn. Ball carried by Lost River, number 32.
Counter!
Ball incomplete. Pass incomplete to Saul Lost River, number 32, Saul Colby. intercepted by Lakeview's number 23, Derek Bell. Ball carried by ball carried.
Okay, well, not the cleanest game I've ever seen. A lot of turnovers, and I kind of lost track of penalty flags after about the first 2 minutes.
Yeah.
In a game like this, it's not only physically taxing, but when you have a situation like that, it's very mentally frustrating as well. How do you get the kids to keep their composure?
Well, I thought they did a pretty good job. You know, right now I'm most concerned about the officials. I think a couple of them threw their arms out. They're getting some treatment in there from our trainers because of many flags they threw. But they threw them on both teams. You know, Lost River got a couple things going in the second half, and they got some key penalties. And you know, I don't know. I don't know if they're just calling blocking different now, and that we have to adjust. And that's what I told the kids after the game. We have to adjust to the officiating. It's like baseball. They call that outside pitch a strike, then it's a strike. You better start swinging the bat. And so we got to do better. But I thought our kids really responded well and kept their cool and kept in 6 turnovers in the first half. At any time you could have said, you know, it's not our night. Let's just roll. And they didn't do it. So that showed some mental toughness. Unfortunately, I don't think we've been practicing well, and that's the result when you don't practice well. You know, when you go 3/4 speed in practice instead of full speed, and now you catch a ball and you get hit, you fumble it because that's not happening in practice because we're not going with that tempo. That showed itself in that first half, but I thought we responded and played a much better game in the second half.
Well, teams always make their biggest strides from game 1 to game 2, really regardless of the sport. What did you see tonight that you didn't see last week?
I thought overall we executed better, and I thought our defense really tackled better. And we were a little more physical, but you know, right away we got, I don't know how many penalties we had for head-to-head contact, and it's like, I'm going to be interested to look at film, but you know, we got to clean that up. It's one thing to be physical, but you can't lead with your head. It's a safety issue. You know, if we're going to continue to do that, they're going to outlaw football. And that's no fun. You know, Friday nights are pretty special. Let's keep them going by playing it right. So, you know, I think what I saw was just a better execution all the way around from week 1 to week 2, but we got a lot of improving to do.
Well, Lost River, you know, running it's a veer that they run, right?
Yes.
Kind of a veer variation.
Yeah, and they run some wing tee on it too.
And some very big kids. I think some of their linemen might have a couple kids in a mortgage. There's some big bodies up front. So very physical team running a physical style of offense. How do you feel your team responded to that?
Well, I thought we did fine. You know, really in that first half, they had a couple penalties that gave them first downs. Other than that, the only time they got the ball past midfield was because we gave it to them past midfield. We had the ball slipped out of our quarterback's hand, and we throw a duck for a pick. Ball slips out of our punt long snapper's hand, and we snap it a foot, you know, and turn the ball over deep down. And that's how they're able to score. But we kind of hung our head because it was like the 5th turnover, and you can't do that. But you know, I think overall our kids responded well. We just got to clean it up and get better.
Well, individual standouts tonight. The one kid up and down with some stuff. But considering he was only playing in his second game, not just second varsity game, second game.
Yeah.
Derek Dunn, about 75-yard touchdown, interception, should have had a second pick, should have had a second touchdown,
Yeah.
and a field goal of about 40 yards or so.
41.
And had a great nose for the ball on defense. What can you say about a kid in only his second game to have that kind of?
All I can say is all the soccer players should switch over. He did a great job, and he's learning every time he gets out on the field, and he's got a big time leg. He could go on to the next level and kick. I think maybe not Division I, but somewhere. That extra point he kicked might have gone 60 yards. He booted the crud out of that thing. So it was nice to see him contribute that way, and he is a hard worker. I mean, that kid never takes a play off in practice. Always wants to get better. One day he had a poor day kicking last week, and I pulled up to the school at 6 o'clock to do my run, and he's out here kicking by himself. And that's the kind of work ethic that makes you better. And he's got a long way to go. He's got a lot of improving to do, but it's sure nice having him out there.
Well, you don't get a lot of these nights this year, unfortunately. Only 3 home games. So how important was it to get the first win out of the way, get that first home game in, to get this kind of support that you're not going to get a lot of over the course of this year?
Yeah. Well, that's our next step. We got to be able to go and play well on the road, and we have not done that since I've been here. That's our 5th straight win on this field. So we got a good little winning streak going at home, but we got to carry it on the road too. And we go to Pleasant Hill next week, play on turf. That's kind of new to us, and play a team that's pretty physical and fast. So.